Hey guys, how's it going? Maniac Mower here. Little bit of a different video. As you guys all remember, we finished the 212. Kind of started working on the 72, and I know a lot of people were interested in seeing it get put back together. During the project, I completely forgot to film it. I apologize about that. It's put back together somewhat. It does run, but the fuel line needs replaced and the throttle cable needs replaced. So we got to pull this stuff back out. The engine's fine. I've got the new fuel cable and choke line over here, as you can see. There's the fuel line. So that's the plan. I do apologize. It just never crossed my mind to film it for you guys. So that's the plan for right now. There's a starter right there. I wonder if that's any good. Little bit of changes going on. 212 still runs. I think I need to adjust the mule drive on it. I've got an engine. I've got another engine out of a 210 for sale. If anybody's interested, let me know. I've got some other miscellaneous stuff for sale. But if you live in Worcester, I've already had a couple guys interested in it. It's listed up on Facebook also. The LT's for sale. Figured I'd show. It's got the bagger on it. There we go. You can see it. It's got the bagger on it. So that's for sale. If anybody's interested, let me know. If you're interested in that, let me know. As I said, because that tractor's already had some pretty good interest in it. So I don't guarantee anything. It's not, most likely it's not going to be here for much longer. The one guy seemed pretty interested in it, who came out here today and talked about it. He said he'd have bought it if it wasn't for the fact he had to pick some other people up. But he will keep it in mind. I sold a chainsaw. Yippee. I've still got one more. Although I think he's going to be hanging around. There was a tree that fell down the other day and I went to cut it up. And on my chainsaw, this plastic piece broke. This is a Stihl. See what it is. Stihl MS290. That plastic piece in there broke. Does anybody know where I can get a new one of those for this saw? I can start it up with the drill, but I would like to be able to start it with the pull cord instead. It's a Stihl MS290. If you know where to get one, please let me know. Alright, now you guys probably don't care about that stuff. So back to the tractor. Getting work done on it. Hopefully it should be done here soon. The only issue I have with it right now, other than those two I pointed out, is that the muffler is busted off. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. So like I was saying earlier about that chainsaw, if anybody knows where I can get a part for that, please let me know. Anyway, back to the tractor. So what we need to do is we're going to have to pull the gas tank out. I'm going to put that new fuel line on it. I've got, I ordered some of these little clamps, so hopefully they'll get here soon. I've been using zip ties lately. So that's where we're at for right now. There's no gas in the tank. I checked it, leaked all of it out. So we're going to go on ahead and get this done. Change that, put the new throttle cable on it. Then after that, should be ready to go. So that's the plan for right now. I will go on ahead and put you guys up on the tripod. First, what I want to do is I want to change this fuel line because I want to make sure it runs before I do the throttle cable. So alright, let's go on ahead and do that. Alright you guys, I just put a new battery in the camera. We're going to go on ahead and fill up that gas tank and we're going to see how it does. I was talking to a friend of my dad's this morning. Long-time friend. He knew him ever since he first started the business. If you guys remember that one video that I made. Anyway, him and I got to talking today, and I'm kind of curious if anybody remembers this. For those of you who are older, grew up in the 60s, do you remember the old time party lines that neighborhoods would have where everybody's on the same line? And if one of your neighbors is on the line, you have to wait for them to get off the phone before you can talk on it. We were sitting there talking about that today. There was a hoarder house, a series on a hoarder house I was watching on YouTube. And they were cleaning out the house, and it still had the original phone from the 60s in it, up on the wall where it was mounted brand new. I thought that was pretty cool, and that sparked our little conversation. But I figured I would ask that. Does anybody remember the party lines? If so, what was, this will just be a question you can put down in the comments, I'll read the best one. But what was something that you remember from the older days, early 2000s, before 2000, back in the 19th century, or even earlier? Let me know. We'll make it a little contest in the comment section for the video. I might start doing one of them in each video. I've thought about doing pop quizzes in the videos, just asking questions at the end, seeing if anybody remembers what I said. Let that fill. How much gas did I put in here? I want to take a quick look. This gauge on here doesn't work. I don't think I put enough in there to get it, and it doesn't seem to be leaking. So we might be able to get away with not filling it completely, but does anybody remember having one of these when they were old, when they were younger? One of these tractors, or even older, round fenders. Round fenders, or really any era, as long as it's antiques. Let's go ahead and try it. Oops. All right. That's the electric lift. Let's pump it. Just to kind of help it prime. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some fuel down the spark plug hole. Well, I have another spark plug wire I want to put on there instead. It's a little bit newer, and I think it might just look better on this tractor than that. Oh, I was going to dump some fuel. I didn't feel it grab. Oh, this is missing thing. That's funny. Yep. So, this is good for the garbage. Let me grab a different one. We can end up just having to use that one. I thought I had another one. I guess we're using the one that was on there before. I wanted to put a newer one on it, and I'm glad I checked that because I didn't feel it grab. So, let's go on ahead, stick this on there and try it. Alright, so yeah, that 212, I'm happy I finally got that running. It worked out perfect because now I have time to work on this. This was my project I wanted to work on after that was done. I did end up, I almost sold it. Traded it, actually, for some lift linkage for the T12. Glad I didn't know. Almost. It appears we have a good fuel pump. You probably want to see the other side. Is that cool or what? That ain't good, but let me go on ahead and I'll back the tow motor out. We'll try to see if we can drive it. Tell you what, that actually sounded really good. Let's try and see if we can start back up. Grab a screwdriver. We just need something small enough to get in there and move that choke. Because I've had pretty bad experience.
see if it'll drive. Gonna need a muffler. The smoke is just over time dust that was in the engine. I'm gonna take it and run around a little bit and try to clear it up.